Welcome to Locker Room OT here at wearegreenbay.com, where we talk some high school football. This week, we are honored to have the Freedom Football Squad, head coach Frank Matea, and the big guy over there, Jack Jacobs. How you doing, man?
Good.
How you doing?
How you doing, bro?
Well, Frank, you know, coaches in the area, it's a very small community. You've been around for a while, not saying that you're old, but you've got the head job now in Freedom, and I guess what's the experience been like for you now that you've been doing it for a while?
Well, it's, you know, last year was my first year, and it was a great experience. A lot of support in the community and a really great coaching staff helping me out. I mean, there was so much football experience on that coaching staff that it was a real luxury for a first-year coach to have that, and that still continues. We have a really good staff. I'm proud of the guys that are around our kids, and I think they're getting a kind of football knowledge that'll make them enjoy the game for all of their life.
Right.
So
well, we're talking NFL knowledge. Like Amon Green is there.
Yeah.
You Clint Krewalt, who was the coach there, he took on more duties in his role professionally, if you want to just say
right.
that.
Yeah. Clint was the one who brought Coach Chris Greisen, who also has NFL experience there, and I came along with Chris.
Yeah.
Clint is now going to be sheriff of Outagamie County.
Right.
So he stepped down for that, and it just, I never thought it would happen at age 56, but it did, and I'm really super excited about it. Chris has stayed. Amon joined us this year as our running backs, linebackers coach, and he's been incredible for the kids.
Well, speaking of linebackers, Jack, that's one of your specialties. Look at this guy right here. He is easily the best hair we've had on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Bring it around, Jack. Let's see that mullet back there.
Yeah.
Come on, we're going to get a shot. No, do it one more time. One more time. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you a story about his hair. We had a play last year called BC Mullet. BC Mullet. Jack caught a touchdown against Wapaka, and Jacksonville was playing Pittsburgh, and their fullback caught a pass in the same play.
Nice.
And I can't remember who texted who, but me and Jack are texting back, did you see BC Mullet?
Yeah. Well, before I ask you another question, Jack, a couple of weeks ago we had Dustin Gresson of Green Bay Preble on, and I feel bad because I wanted to introduce him to William Henderson because they have a play called William Henderson.
Oh, that's fine.
So, yeah, so it was just kind of, you take little things that you know from along the way, whether you see it in pro or college, and you work it into your system and you call it that. For you, Jack, I mean, what's it like being on a team where you have so much experience? I mean, Clint won a ring with the Steelers. Yeah. This is how old I am. I played against him in college. You got him on. Packers all-time leading rusher. Chris Greisen, one of the most successful quarterbacks out of the state of Wisconsin. I mean, he was, 3-4 years with the Cardinals and a couple other teams. I mean, that's just a wealth of coaches you can learn from.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, they help us a lot with football, but they also teach us how to be good young men. And, like, it's just a great experience having them as coaches.
This guy's kind of the brains of the operation on offense with Chris.
Yep.
So they got some crazy plays.
We got a few tricks up our sleeve.
Coach Greisen I'm actually doing the defense this year.
Oh, you're doing defense?
Yeah, Coach Greisen calls it going into the lab, though.
Going to the lab.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Sometimes I have to tell him to dial it back when we get toward Wednesday or Thursday, but.
Well, and look, you guys have had a whale of a season. 5-1 so far. You play in a very tough conference. I know a lot. I mean, Northeast Wisconsin as a whole. Whether it's the VFA, there's a couple of teams in the FRCC, but the Northeastern, when you start getting into that Division 3, 4, and 5, there's a lot of teams that make a deep run, and you guys have definitely been one of them. You had to come back against Luxembourg Casco. That was a wild one. Jack, take me through it. I mean, 21-13, you pull out the win, but LC had you for a while.
They had us for a while. I mean, the first quarter, we were basically stuck in our 20-yard line the whole time, and they only got 7 points out of it. I mean, our defense was phenomenal that game, and we couldn't ask anything else of us.
Well, and it was that first cold Friday night.
Yeah.
I mean, it got down to 45 or whatever, and it was windy and nasty. And I mean, we went from 80 and swatting mosquitoes to standing on the sidelines being cold.
Yeah, it affected us. I mean, after the first drive, couldn't even feel it. You know, you were ready to go, and it was great weather, actually.
Yeah. Frank, as far as the season went, I mean, you played some close games. You barely beat Wapaka, hung on in that one, and then you had a couple. One was a little bit lopsided, but to start the season, Little Chute. Right. That was a tough one, 27-13. It was close. It was closer than the score indicated, and it went right to, you know, I mean it's always a battle between those two schools.
It's a great rivalry, and part of why it's a great rivalry is what you were talking about, how good football is around here, and you know, the schools are very close together. The kids know each other,
Right.
and having it the first game of the year the last couple of years was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
But you know, they're just a super well coached team. They have a pretty clear identity, and they stick to it. And we know, you know, we know them and they know us.
Yeah.
And it's just a lot of fun to play a rival who's like that. And the whole conference is like that. The coaches are very good. The players, you know, there's a lot of good, healthy competition. They never go through a line of kids that's not classy.
Right.
It's really fun to compete against good teams, and that's what happens in our conference.
Well, Jack, you got another one Friday night. It is a showdown with Wrightstown.
Yeah.
6-0 versus 5-1, and here's your chance to knock them off, and maybe when all's said and done, be tri-champs in the league and have 3 co-conference champs. Who knows? So, what do you know about the Tigers? I mean, look, they ground and pound and they're tough, and that's their MO.
Yeah, that's what they do is they run the ball and they'll just keep running it down your throat, and then they'll throw a pass in there every now and then, try to hit you deep when you're not expecting it.
Did you grow up on a farm?
Yep.
Yep. I mean, look at that beard he's got. I mean, he's like a grown man. That's the way they are, right?
Oh yeah, but you know, kids like that are incredible on a team. I mean, Jack plays fullback, tight end, linebacker, defensive end,
everything.
H-back, punter.
You're a punter too?
If I needed him to coach the team, I'm pretty sure he'd do that. So it's. He's got a work ethic, and he's one of the, you know, kids like that really hold teams together.
Yeah, he's got the best salad on the team and the best hair we've had.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, well, yeah. We're both in that category where as long as there's a little something up there, you're all right. Jack Jacobs of the Freedom Irish football team, head coach Frank Matea. Appreciate you stopping by. Best of luck Friday night against Wrightstown for the rest of the way.
Thank you.
All right, that'll do it for Locker Room OT. We'll see you next week.
Thanks. Thank you, man.